What do today's job figures reveal about the government's approach to employment? Why is it important to ensure businesses don't avoid their obligations to their employees?
Call to the Minister for Employment and Workplace Relations and the Minister for the Arts.
Thanks so much, Mr Speaker. And I thank the member for Spence, and I'm pleased to let him know that for his state of South Australia, the unemployment figure reported today has never been lower in the state of South Australia. Never been lower. We've had more than 500,000 jobs created, but under this government, female employment has never been higher. Female full-time employment has never been higher.
Order.
Female full-time employment is up by nearly 200,000 jobs. And in today's labour force figures, the number of Australians in work has never been higher. The participation rate has never been higher. Youth employment has never been higher.
Order.
But the other fear campaign that I remember getting last year, we had that our legislation would be a disaster for jobs, and then we were also told to be a problem for industrial action. And let's remember the last quarter, number of days lost for industrial action under those opposite, the figure was 128,000. In the quarter we've just had, not 128,000 days lost to industrial action, 10,200. 10,200. So their fear campaign hasn't landed all that well. But I noticed on the front page of The Australian today there's a new thing we're meant to be afraid of that I've got to say I never saw this one coming. So the argument that's been put today is some anger from one of the business groups that the anti-evasion provisions that are in the Closing Loopholes Bill start from the date of introduction of the bill. And the argument from the business group is the government indicated business would have more than 12 months to get ready for the changes in the bill. Now, I just have to explain. That was to get ready 12 months to comply with the bill, not 12 months to find a new way of evading the bill. And this is something that's not uncommon at all in tax legislation. Those opposite might be unfamiliar with this, but their own tax legislation, bills in 2015, in 2019, in 2018, in 2017, in 2020, all use the same principle. And why? Because if you're bringing in a new provision of compliance, the intention is that business complies, and you start your anti-evasion provisions from the date of introduction. That's to make sure that we do have strong laws that stamp out wage theft. It's to make sure that we do close the labour loophole. It's to make sure that we do give rights to casuals. It's to make sure that gig workers who currently have no minimum standards get minimum standards for the first time. Those opposite and the campaign against this bill is all about trying to trade one loophole for the next loophole. We're determined to make sure that minimum standards are real in this country.
Time has concluded.